On air is Disposition. This is Gagarin. Let's go. Lately it feels like peace talks have only made the situation in Europe worse. In the combat zone, especially above it and over Russia and Ukraine, there's a swarm of drones and missiles. The amount of equipment being used just keeps increasing. There's no talk of any decrease in fighting on the ground either. More and more we hear about new areas with intense clashes. By the way, we warned about this very development in previous episodes. Now attention is turning to the Bryansk region, where a Ukrainian offensive is expected. And that's right next to Belarus, which raises risks for the country. Shrapnel or ricochets can't be controlled. And on the other side of the Republic, forces are building up too. NATO is moving troops eastward. Just recently, German Chancellor Merz and Defense Minister Pistorius visited Lithuania. The mission couldn't be more important. To give weight to the first formation of personnel for the German armored brigade being created in the Baltic Republic. This is the first Wehrmacht unit to be permanently stationed abroad since World War II. The stated goal is to defend the North Atlantic Alliance.
Germany will be ready to defend every square inch of NATO territory. Stationing a German brigade in Lithuania is a strong signal to our partners and a clear message to any potential adversary. Boris Pistorius, German Defense Minister.
It's a rather original kind of defense, I must say. Just 30 kilometers from the Belarusian border at the Rudenkai training ground, Germany is deploying a brigade. A brand new style of defense. That maybe it's so that the attackers, meaning us, can hit the Wehrmacht more easily. Even artillery can reach them. Of course, the German authorities aren't really thinking about defense. It's not clear what they're thinking at all, but it's definitely not defense. I used to be pretty critical of claims that today's German elite are mostly descendants of Nazis, and that's why they promote those ideas. Now, it's obvious that the German authorities are preparing for total war, just like their grandfathers and great-grandfathers did, in the same direction. You can't help but wonder if there's some personal revenge involved here. Take Friedrich Merz's own grandfather, for example. Josef Paul Savigny was ruthless to the Reich's enemies and rose to the rank of Obersturmführer. When he was mayor of Brilon, he was known for his passion for renaming streets. Thanks to him, the town got Hitlerstrasse and Göringstrasse, and now the grandson. He also likes thematic names and numbers. They're building a new brigade in Lithuania, number 45. That's now Germany's closest unit to Belarus. And in 1941, the Wehrmacht division closest to us was also number 45. The 45th Infantry Division played a key role in storming the Brest Fortress. Isn't that symbolic? But why do the Germans need this symbolism now to rewrite a shameful page of history? I don't want to get into this game or start waving my fists, but it's worth reminding in bold. The 45th Infantry came back to our land in 1944. And that summer it was completely destroyed in Belarus. Its commander was taken prisoner. We don't brag about this or about similar facts. Likewise, Minsk never even hints at wanting to repeat that defeat because the country knows the value of peace. But for the same reason, Belarus builds its armed forces so that threats stay only at the verbal level. But if it's otherwise, we'll remember the word defeat.
Belarus's peaceful rhetoric shouldn't be misunderstood. Yes, we call for peace. Yes, with all our hearts, we want to stop all wars and conflicts on the planet. But we have done and will continue to do everything necessary and more to strengthen the country's defense potential. Maintaining the armed forces' combat readiness at a reliable level that ensures the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Belarusian state.
Lately, Western countries have been defending themselves from us so fiercely that they've turned Europe into a live, high-voltage wire. One wrong move, and it'll spark. It's good that we're level-headed, but at the same time trained to instantly stand in formation, protecting the fragile peace of our days. Peace.